We eliminate the middleman. It's all about relationships. Every single person I know who loves me, who trusts me, who wants to see me do well in business, they become my customer. Don't you have someone in your sphere of influence that cares about your success? Don't you have someone that loves you unconditionally? And if you gave them a call to save them money, they'd be open to it because the call's coming from you. Yes or no? Look, my mom is my customer because she loves me. It was an easy conversation. Who's the youngest? They love you the most. It's true, man. My mom always hugged me first, and me and my brother walked in at the same time. It's weird. That's because I'm the youngest. If you're not the youngest, you don't get it. So my mom is my customer because she loves me. My brother is my customer because he better be, right? It's all relationships. It's just, you better be. Here's how the company works. I like to give several different examples on residual income, just so you understand that residual income is the income of the wealthy. You do something one time, you pay over and over. Personal residual income is based on 1 to 10%. Whose interest level will be more so peaked on 10%? So spend our time there. To get a full 10%, you're going to need 25 different customers. Okay, 25 individual services through our company, a little more, a little less, based on the point value system that we'll talk about during training. But the thing I like most about our company is that if you get 25 customers, you'll get a full 10% of all the billing that comes into your house. Now, to me, 25 customers seems easy to get, especially in Baltimore. In my house, I have gas, electricity. You guys that? I have TV through DirecTV. I have a home phone through Verizon Fios. I have internet through Verizon Fios. Okay, so that's 5 services right there. Okay, I also have home security through ADT. I also have a Sprint cell phone. So that's 7 services in my own home. Plus, I have technical support from my desktop. So I have 8 services in my own house. How many of you could go to someone else's house and get a few services out of there? Well, I went to my mom. I got her telephone, her TV, her internet, and her energy. So I got 4 out of there. I went to my mom's twin sister. I got telephone, TV, internet, and energy out of there. I went to my dad. You have to bring his cell phone, right? I went to my brother. He said no. Anybody get a no before? My brother said a word before no. He really wasn't interested. But then I called my best friend, another one of my friends. He became a customer. See, all we're going to do as a company is we're going to simply advise people on a savings for their service. They go to the online store that we had when we get started with the company. They become a customer of ours. They spend money, we make money. If you go out and you get 50 customers, which is not lowballing, times $40 a month. I mean, who wishes their bills were $40? I mean, 50 customers times $40, that's $2,000 in billing. I mean, 10% of that is $200. I mean, how many of you, even though it's not a ton of money, how many of you would find something to do with an extra $200 a month? I mean, if $200 a month was coming to you without fail, here's what if $200 a month was coming to you from ACN, would you become profitable in 3 months? If it costs $500 to get in, you start making $200 a month right away, are you profitable in your first 3 months? Yes or no? Now, here's the thing about the company. I like to play with numbers. How about you add on a couple services? Can we agree that you can approach billing up to $400 monthly? Can you agree if you tag some BG&Es, if you tag some DirecTV, you tag some internet, you start accumulating all of the household bills, would you understand that this is going to go from 40 to 400? Would you like to play with the math? You add a 0 here, you add a 0 here, don't you? If you add a 0 here, do you add a 0 here?
Yes.
Right. You got to understand the possibilities of getting a lot of customers and having a lot of distribution. And that's what we let you do. We let you build distribution. We let you recruit people. Recruiting is great. I mean, I was watching TV a couple of weeks ago, and something called the NFL Draft was on. And there were some people who were excited, and there were some people who were not excited. I mean, Geno Smith, if you're in the sports, you may or may not be, it doesn't matter. But there was this guy named Geno Smith, and he thought he was going to go in the first round. He wanted to be drafted. He wanted to be recruited early.
Right.
He wanted to be recruited early because the earlier he got recruited, the more money he would make. Well, let me give you a hint. The earlier you get in this, the more money you're going to make. So he wanted to get drafted early, but he got dropped to the second day. He experienced millions and millions of dollars in lost revenue. But he went to the draft because he wanted to get recruited. See, you should want to get recruited. How many of you went to college, and before you went there, you got some letters to go to college? How do you feel? You got different letters. You're trying to recruit you to go to different schools. Do you feel okay? Or are you like, what are you trying to recruit me? You trying to recruit me? How many of you went to a career day and someone showed interest in your resume? Oh, you like my resume? You like my talents? Oh, you think I'm great? Oh, you want to recruit me? How many of you understand you should be flattered that we're trying to get you in? were telling you about making money on bills because before you came here today, all you did was bills and pay them. Recruiting is a good thing. It's a blessing. I thank God every single day that someone thought enough of me and my talents that they wanted to work with me to get me involved with this. I thank God that they knew that I was hungry enough, I had a white hot burning desire enough to do something different, to get something different. What if he didn't try to recruit me? What if I blew off his call? What if I said, I've seen those things before? What if I said all these ridiculous things before I evaluated the opportunity? Actually, I'd probably be assistant superintendent. But I did have some degrees. Something, I was going to go to the top of that too. I wasn't just going to stick around. I wasn't getting my PhD in superintendency. But anyway, who cares? Just saying. I'm just saying, man. I wouldn't say it to you. But I understand. I get your point. I get your point, though. I'll show you how to recruit 2 people. How many of you know 2 people that are overworked and underpaid? How many of you know 2 people that already make great money, but they never turn their back on diversifying revenue streams? How many of you know 2 people that are a business owner, but they're business owners now? Here's my point. We all know a couple of people who want more. And all you have to do is introduce them to the concept, and they'll get started. Then we'll have 2 get 2 more. And we'll follow this geometric progression. But the thing is, this will never work like this. Okay. Some of you are going to mess this up in a big, big way and recruit 3 people. How dare you? Somebody's going to recruit 4. Oh, my God. And then we're going to meet someone who recruits no one. I mean, have you ever met someone that says they know everybody, and then you talk to everybody and nobody knows them? You ever met that guy? He'll get in your business, too. But 2 getting 2 through 7 levels, listen. With every single independent business owner, if all we have to do is get 10 customers, the average bill of $40, this shakes out to be $5,800 a month. Now listen, I know it's not a ton of money. I know an extra $6,000 a month is not a ton of money. But if I walk to the back and drop $6,000, who would pick it up? Who would go like this? She's staring. That's why I want to come back here. So, here's my point though. Extra money. What if you failed this example by 50%? Who would find something to do with an extra $3,000 a month? What if you failed this by 90%? Who would find something to do with an extra $580 a month? If you fail growing a team, everyone you talk to says no. No one's interested in what you're saying. Only a couple people through your travels think making money on bills is interesting. Only a couple people throughout all the conversations you have would you think it would be okay to fail this by 90% and make an extra $600 a month. Every business I begin, every business I invest in, the sole focus of the investment is called return on investment. You understand that? So stop evaluating ACN and say, oh, it's $500 to get in. Yeah, it is. But what are you going to make off what you spend? Any business is going to cost money. College costs me money. Did college cost anyone else money? I know you all are scholarship athletes, but Lord have mercy, can we agree that college does cost money? They're going to give you for $499 your own online store, which we will host and update daily for you. They'll take care of all your product information and order capabilities, and they have US-based customer care. They don't outsource a thing. So with the ability to have someone go to your online store and have the online store customized and packaged to their home, how many of you see value in not having to know the latest and greatest rates for BG&E right now? How many of you find value in not having to know the greatest plans for DirecTV or Dish Network or the best deals in the area for Vermont? How many of us just feel value in the fact that all we have to do is take someone who wants to save money, put them on your own personalized online store, and let the online store do all the customizing for you? Do you see value in having the online store work for you? It's very simple. Find someone who wants to save money, let the online store save their money, cash the check when they pay the bill. There's positions as well. First one's executive with the company. What you're going to have to do when you start with ACN, the first thing is get 7 points. Points are services. Okay? Points are services. TV, internet, cell phone, things of that nature. We're going to go through points in a second. But you have to come in and get 3 services and recruit 2 people. 3 services, recruit 2 people. Now, the best part about ACN is that getting All you have to do is get 2 services from yourself and then get a service outside your home. Call a family member, call a friend. All you have to do is call one friend and get qualified with our company. Okay? So now you're executive team trainer. You have your handful of customers, you recruited 2 people. The recruiting is simple. The recruiting is done by us. Listen, if you're a guest, raise your hand really quickly. You're not in. Raise your hand. It's okay. I won't do anything to you. Look at the person who invited you, Kyle. Who invited you out? Look at this gentleman really quickly. Now here's the thing. Kyle, I'm not putting you on the spot or anything, Kyle, but what's he doing right now? I understand you're trying to be politically correct. He said he's sitting down. I know you're being nice. Is it safe to say he's doing nothing? Okay, he was taking notes for a second, but now he's not. It's not even on. He's just sitting there, and all he did was this. He had a conversation with you to come out and take a look at the company, yes or no? It's probably a short conversation, 2 to 5 minutes, on how excited he is about the company, maybe some extras thrown in there about how great it is, and you came out to take a look at it and evaluate it, and you're going to decide based on what you see, right? So all he did was invite. So if you're a guest, get what I'm saying here. If you decide to do this, all you're going to have to do is invite who was invited once upon a time. That's how you got. You didn't Google ACN and say, I want him to see more. You got invited. You got invited out. You came and saw a presentation, whether it was in a home, whether it was in this type of environment, and you made a decision, yes or no? Your decision will either be, yes, I would like to do it, or no, I would not like to do it. Can we agree? So it's invite, explain, decide. Invite, explain, decide. Now, the best part about ACN is that all you have to do is invite. We will explain, they will decide. So where's the pressure? Where's it at? All you have to do is make a list of people. Guess what's going to happen off that list of people? We're going to invite them. Guess what we're going to do when we invite them here? We're going to explain it. And it's up to them to make a decision for themselves. You understand that we are merely sharing what we're already doing before you were invited. Before you were invited, we were already doing this. So you can decide for yourself if you want to invite someone else who would be interested in making money when bills are paid. And by the way, who pays bills? Let's say for some reason you decide not to get in, who will pay bills anyway? Okay, interesting. So you'll get 3 services, 2 people, you're an executive team trainer. I like ACN because you get paid through the leverage concept. How many of you like the idea of not being the only person responsible for your income? How many of you like the idea of having a team of people in place that the more they do, the more you do together, the more everyone makes it a team? Your executive team trainer, the bonuses go from $100 to $3,000 a month. Okay, that's an extra $1,200 a year. Okay, so an extra $36,000 a year. Can we agree there's some room to play there? Would you be okay falling somewhere in the middle? An extra $12,000 a year. Would you be okay in that if you did not work out with an extra $3,000 a month, you find something to do with an extra $1,000 a month? Let's say you never get to 60 grand a month like I made last month. You never get to 60 grand. But you make $1,000. Would you be okay with $1,000? Yes or no? Would you find something to do with that $1,000? Right. When you get to $60,000 a month, you won't even know how to spend it all. You'll be looking for something again. But then you realize you got everything. If you're an executive team trainer, please stand up. All of our ETTs, I want to recognize you guys. Congratulations, all the ETTs. You guys are awesome. Their next step is ETL. That's what Mr. Nicholas Patrick held. The position he holds. All you have to do is help 3 people make it to the first level. I love this opportunity. It's a hand-up business, not a hand-out business. The more people you help, the more success that you help other people have, the more significance and success that you'll have in this company. If you help 3 people become promoted to the first position, you now get promoted to executive team leader. You get paid for helping other people get paid. How many of you like that idea? It's not about stepping on someone. It's about uplifting and empowering. That's $2,400 a month a year on the low end, an extra $84,000 a year on the high end. How many of you would find them to do somewhere in the middle? How many of you keep what you're doing, but an extra 40 grand this year? 1099. Keep what you're doing. But on a part-time, spare-time basis, become an executive team leader, fall somewhere in the middle, and make an extra 40 grand this year. If you're an executive team leader, please stand up. I want you to be recognized. All our ETLs. Your next step where the bonus is now raised from $500 on the low end to $25,000 a month on the high end. This will take some work. ACN is not easy. If someone told you that it was easy when they invited you here, you should not have listened to them. If getting rich was easy, you would have been rich before you came to see ACN. If being successful was easy, you would have had massive success in everything you've tried. But it is difficult and challenging to get to a position where they pay you anywhere up to $25,000 a month. But it's worth the challenge. Because you're being challenged. You work hard right now anyway, but no one in the near future is telling you that your bonus pool will be up to $25,000 a month. I used to work really hard as a school teacher. And I went to my boss and I said, well, when will this pay structure go up to $25,000 a month? How many of you agree that if your conversation with your boss on Monday involves $25,000 a month, you might not be there Tuesday?
Exactly right.
It was difficult to do, but it was worth doing. I did my first 8 months in the business. I was able to leave my full-time job in June of 2003. If you're a team coordinator, please stand up. I want to recognize you all of our TCs. You guys are great. I wanted you to see them, recognize them, know who they were. So these people are the building blocks of this area. They're in the trenches. They're working tirelessly with you guys. Thank you to all TCs. Next up is regional director. Bonuses from $1,000 a month on the low end to $30,000 a month on the high end. But we also get paid as a team coordinator, so you're talking $1,500 a month on the low end and $55,000 a month on the high end. You get paid as a regional director and as a TC. Okay, we have some regional directors in the room as well. If you guys wave your hands. You know, Mr. Rasan Greer, Mr. Joey Butler. Regional Vice President, this position right here really tops the charts when it comes to making money with the company. You know, I'm talking an extra, $2,500 a month on the low and an extra $75,000 on the high end. Get to work at both positions, getting paid twice for doing the same thing. Now, how many of you like to get paid twice for doing the same thing? How many of you, if you went to work on Monday and they paid you twice for doing what you were going to do anyway, how many of you would go to work excited? They're going to pay you twice for doing what you have to do anyway. It's awesome. We have some regional vice presidents here, Mr. Kenny and Mrs. Nicole Newborn, who just celebrated their 5-year marriage anniversary the other day. Congratulations. He called me and said, we're going to make it. We're going to make it. It's just like network marketing. Most companies that make it 5 years or more, they make it in the long haul. Well, we'll try to wish them luck. But when you work as regional vice presidents, they're kind of happy, so it's kind of working out. Senior Vice President, Ms. Chanel Burt is here as well, Circle of Champions, Regional Vice President. Senior Vice President, you get to work as an SVP, as an RVP, and a TC. I would tell you about it, you wouldn't believe me, so let's just move on. How many of you like to work now and get paid now? We live in a microwave society, yes or no? We get paid bonuses right away. You get your first 15 customers and your first 2 people started, they'll give you an $800 bonus. So we pay bonuses right away. Your first 30 days, you can make money. Okay? Residual income will take time to build. My first residual income check was $13.11. And I was excited. I cashed it faster than it came. How many of you get a small check and get excited because you know where it's going to be in the future? They told me to get some customers. So I got some customers. I just didn't have that many customers, so my check wasn't that big. But as the team grew and as more customers came into the team, guess what happened? More money was made. And now my residual income far outweighs my bonuses. Today we're going to teach you how to acquire customers. We're going to teach you how to build a team. We're here specifically to train you and teach you how this business works. Okay, but before we do so, I want to give you something to take with you. So if you're a guest, grab this paperwork, and if you guys could help me really quickly in the back, you guys can pay attention real quick and just grab these applications and pass them to guests. If you're a guest, raise your hand if you could. I'm going to take this with you. This is the paperwork I got when it was time for me to get started with the company. Let me see what we did. Thanks. 10 years ago, when I came to a presentation like this, the same application was passed out. And I read it very carefully because I knew that I was about to make a major decision. So I read the front, I read the back, I went home, I prayed on it. I thought about it for 2 weeks. No, I didn't do any of that. Called my wife and asked her if it was okay. I called my pastor and asked for counsel. I knew that this $500, I knew that it could make or break me. What I really did was, I got in because my friend was in. I said, oh, you're in? Oh, you're not making any money without me. Give me that pen. A lot of you are going to take the application. You're going to go like this. While I'm talking, you're going to act like you're reading it. Last name, first name, huh? What do you need that for? Phone number. You're not calling me. That's not what people think. Social. You're not getting my social. My identity got stolen. And they got me. Somebody opened up a $300 credit card in my name. Email. Not spamming me with all your emails. And then you're going to fold it. Fold ever so carefully. Now folders do. Make sure each end matches. They make the crease ever so perfect down the middle. It's a folder. And they go like this. And they keep listening to you. But their mind's already made up. So they take their folded paper and they leave out. And they pay bills until they die. Knowing full well that they could have made 10% of every bill they were going to pay forever. But they just didn't want to put the work in to talk to themselves about saving money on their own bills. But then there's the people who are not the folders, they're the people who fill it out. There's the person who came that was actually looking for something. There's the person who came out today and they were coming out to find a better way. They were coming out to find a better way to make more money in 2013 than in 2012. They came out so they can have an additional income stream on top of the one way they make money because they know that the one way that they make money is not enough ways to make money. There's someone who came out based upon the referral of a close friend who already has made money without you, but would love to make money with you. Some of you came out with a friend who just got started a few days before you who would like to make money with you and not without you. There's some people in here who actually came today and understand the concept of residual income and would like to make money every single month that a bill that they're going to pay anyway has to get paid. They want their peace. And they came here looking for it, so they're not going to fold it, they're going to fill it out, and they're going to get started, and you're going to let us teach you how to do it. Because you're looking anyway. And as Miss Nicole Newborn always says, we are only looking for those who are looking for us. So if while we were talking, you thought of some people you would talk to, how many people, every time you hear a presentation, how many of you make a mental list of people you just want to go talk to? If you made that mental list while the presentation was going on, I want you to take that mental list, make it a physical list, and let's call those names together and understand that the same way you like it is the same way they'll like it. And the same way that you feel that you can do it is the same way they'll feel they can do it. And now you have a team of people growing that will grow beyond your control because those people that you know that would like financial independence are going to talk to other people that they know that you don't know who like financial independence. How many of you like to make money off people that you do not know? Well, let me give you a hint. Some of you are in here, I do not know you. But it's good to meet you. You see what I'm saying? It's about making a decision and following through with it. So, the best part about it is it's only $500. The worst part about it for some of you it is $500. How many of you would like to have $500 never is an issue again in 90 days? Well, I don't have the money to get started. How many of you would like to never say that again? So this is going to be your chance. See, if you don't do something different, nothing different will ever happen. If you keep doing what you've been doing, you'll keep getting what you've been getting. See, it's about a change. I asked a guy the other day, and he's here today, I said, if not this, then what? It's okay if you have something else. It's okay if you have something else going on. But if you don't have something else going on, when are you going to decide to get something else going on? If not this, then what? If you don't do it now, when are you going to do it? When is the timing ever going to be perfect? When's the sky ever going to open up an opportunity fall in your lap? When are you ever going to have a chance to get paid off gas and electricity? When are you ever going to have a chance to get paid off wireless? When are you ever going to have a chance to get paid residually and stop exchanging time for money and dollars for hours? When are you ever going to have a chance? So you just have to ask yourself, A, do I trust the person who invited me? B, do I think I can do it? And C, do I want to do it? If all those three answers align, then you should get started with us today. You should let us show you how to generate profit through people paying bills. The same way Verizon does, the same way BG&E does, the same way every single company that you scratch a check out to every single month, the same way they generate profit is the same way you can get your pieces of pie. So we're going to take a short 5-minute break. We're going to let some people make some decisions, but more importantly, we're going to come back and we're going to do some recognition. We're going to come back and we're going to do some training. We're going to teach you step-by-step word for word how to build a team. We're going to teach you step-by-step word for word how to acquire customers. We're going to help you become profitable your first 30 days. If you stay for the training, listen to it, soak it in, and let's put some action behind it. So I appreciate you guys' attention. We'll take a 5-minute break. We'll get right into the training.